Greetings, amazing gamers and, well, nerds and aliens and whoever's out there. It's this time of year again. I kinda only make one video a year right now on this channel, if even that, and it's mainly because I started to focus more on technology and operating systems and stuff like that over on my secondary channel called TRG. You can look at that if you're into that stuff. I do game, and I kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit about some changes I've been doing with my WoW or World of Warcraft path, if you can say it like that. I've been, ever since BFA, I kind of been a little bit on and off, and I have to admit it, I went way down the castle road, meaning that I barely played the game. I subbed and unsubbed and subbed and unsubbed and played a lot of other games, but I always come back to WoW because I like MMOs, and let's be honest, WoW does a lot of good things. Like the combat is amazing. You have, what is it, 16 plus years of content you can explore. Old raids, there's and dungeons, transmogrification, pet bat. It just offers a lot. For a casual player that just wants to sit and watch YouTube, Netflix, game after work, not think about it, you don't really need to deal with other people, which is both a plus and a minus, if you ask me. But I can play it as a single player MMO because I do like that there's life around me. I do like that I can still interact with people and go into like a dungeon and stuff like that with other people. But I also like that if I have a antisocial day, I can just sit on my fat ass, play the game and be like, yep, no, humans, no, don't want to deal with those. I want to look at you running your fine mounts and your flying thingamajiggies that you're doing, but I don't want to interact with you. You do you, I do me. I will sit here and drinking my coffee, having fun. That said, I got bored of WoW around BFA time. So I was kind of like, how can I still play the game? Because I like playing the game, but not feel bored. Because I do feel that the content that Blizzard has put out after BFA has been boring content if you're not a raider. I never been a raider, I never been a Mythic Plus dungeon runner. I do like dungeons, I do like heroic dungeons and stuff like that, but I'm more, like I said, I'm more of in the casual ground with WoW. Because WoW is my game, as I talked about before, that I play after work, just to unwind, chillax or whatever you would call it, get my brain out of work mode basically. And then I go play other games like shooters and RPGs and stuff like that. So I want to find a way to make WoW interesting for me again. So I was like, what can I do? Become a raider, become a Mythic Plus runner and stuff like that. But that takes time and dedication. And I sadly don't have much time with, again, working on my secondary channel. That's become my primary channel. That takes up a lot of time, a lot of research, a lot of live streaming sometimes. And talking to people in the Discord associating with it. Plus my work and, family and adult obligations. So I was like, what can I do that's easy? Or that's an easy change that will make WoW interesting again without me having to sacrifice a lot of time. Or I have to be on a schedule, or you guys get what I'm saying. It's morning here in Denmark and I'm having my first cup of coffee. So I was like, hey, let me dish good old Horde. Let me stab all the Hordes in the back and go Alliance. So why did I do that? Because I have been playing Alliance when this expansion came out. That was I went to Alliance. There's a couple of reasons for it. First of all, one of the main reasons is that not the main reason, but you guys need a little bit of a background here. I mainly played Hordes, I think, ever since Myth of Pandaria because of my friends. They all played Horde. I was an Alliance back then because I got into the game in late Cataclysm. So I was like, well, 10 plus people are playing Horde, I'm playing Alliance, so I changed, okay? That was kind of like my philosophy. Like, why should they change for me? I changed for them. And I kind of liked Horde, but I've been playing Horde ever since. I do always max out, level cap a Alliance character every time there comes an expansion out. But that's what I do, just for the achievement that you get from it, and to see the Alliance storyline, so to speak. And you don't experience the whole storyline from the Alliance, you kind of just get the bare minimum of it. But I did that all the time. And I spent a lot of time in Horde. So it would just make sense that there are so much content out there that I have not experienced from the Alliance side. And if you look at the statistics, almost everyone and their grandmother and their grandkids and their unborn children are playing Horde. I'm kinda a little bit fed up with just doing what everyone else is doing. Why is everyone playing Horde? I think it's that edgy thing that, oh my god, I'm the bad guy, or oh my god, I'm going against the norm of society and I'm not the good guys and stuff like that. I kind of just find why. Like, there's really no bad or good guys in WoW anymore. And like I said, there's so much content I haven't experienced from the Alliance side. So for me to make WoW interesting for me to play again, I went Alliance. On the other hand, there was a little push to make this change really easy. The server I was on when not Battle for Azeroth, what is it? I can't even remember the current expansion right now. Shadowlands, when that came out, the server I was on was so overpopulated that I couldn't log on. It was just fucking shite, okay? I couldn't log on at all. So I was like, I want to play this game, I just bought it, but I can't log on other than like an hour, 30 minutes in the morning before I go to work or something like that, and that's not doable. So me wanted to change to Alliance, and my server, my Alliance character was on, is still highly populated, but I could log on all the time. Made it a really easy switch. So my plan was, with this expansion, that yeah, I wanted to switch to Alliance, meaning that I want to experience all I could from the Alliance character in this expansion, and then just develop my Horde to max level like I normally would do with my Alliance character. But because of the server issues, and you know, my want to experience a lot of content from the Alliance side, I started to play more and more Alliance. And now I'm leveling up my 3rd or 4th character. I have more in the pipelines to max level, because I kind of always want to have like my favorite classes maxed out. So that would be warriors, paladins, monks, and of course Death Knight. I always main a Death Knight. But those are kind of like the classes I like to have leveled up to max all the time, because I use some of them for professions and stuff like that when I'm making gold. And I do like leveling in WoW. And what I've started to do is that because of this back in time mechanic they have that you can level up in old zones, I make a character and I go and experience expansions that I didn't experience all the quest lines for, or I didn't took my time to level up for. So ever since basically, I would say after Myth of Pandaria, I always speed leveled up my character to get to, you know, gold making, get to all of these kind of things. So I never really did a lot of achievement huntings. I never did a lot of, you know, go into depth in the lore and the questing and stuff like that. So I'm starting to do that with my Alliance characters right now. And I just make a new one that I want to level up, and then I pick like, I think I'm on the Cataclysms timeline right now. I did Myth of Pandaria, did everything I could there before I reached level 50, and then I need to do one with I think I would just take my Death Knight and go over to not Outland, but to what's it called, the Wrath of the Lich King area, and go in there and experience that with him. So what I do when I reach level 50 is I don't go to Shadowlands. I don't care if I don't get a lot of experience. I still continue the quest line. So I have a paladin in Myth of Pandaria where I'm still continuing the quest line, because right now with him I am at the point where I normally would stop questing because he's level 50. So and back in Myth of Pandaria I would be like equipping to max level kind of around the same time as he is level 50 right now. So there's still a lot of quests and things I've not done in Myth of Pandaria that I'm now doing with him. And the plan is to do the same with my monk that's doing the Cataclysm timeline. And then I think I would take my main Frost DK and go and do the Wrath of the Lich King timeline, because I like leveling. It's relaxing. It's something that don't take a lot of brain power. And when you're max level, you can just breeze through it. And I basically just do it for the achievements right now. I'm becoming more of an achievement hunter, mount collector, so to speak. All this dungeon running and looking for raid and, you know, do POC raids and stuff like that I was into back in the day. I just can't be bothered with that anymore. Like, WoW don't hold that interest for me anymore. I feel that it's a little bit because the content, like the new content, don't speak to me that much anymore. I'd rather go back and experience old content in World of Warcraft, like leveling up and doing old dungeons, than actually experiencing the last 2 expansions, BFA and Shadowlands. I don't know if that's just me getting older, or if it's them not doing, you know, that good of content anymore. I do think it's a mix between what it is, plus all of the friends I had before that I played WoW with, they have all jumped ship. They jumped ship either in the Warlords of Draenor, some in Legion, a lot of in Battle for Azeroth, and the last ones here in Shadowlands. So they are going over to even more casual gaming or Final Fantasy. And I just don't like Final Fantasy. It's too cutesy for me. It's like, let's go and kill these cute animals because why not? You know, I'm like, this don't make sense. It's too like cutesy popsy. Here we are with bright colors and let's all have a party. And it's like you are fighting each other, but you're running around like you're going to, you know, having a party in town or something like that. I'm like, I just can't deal with that. So I'm alone in World of Warcraft, so to speak. So I play that as I would play it mostly as a single player game with human interaction, and I like that. But the new content, or the last 2 expansions, has just not been doing it for me in that area. They are great if you are playing dungeon runs and Mythic Block Plus and raiding. Everything else sucks in my opinion, and have been sucking for. I would say Legion was kind of okay, but anything after Legion, it was either Mythic Plus, dungeon runs, and raiding. That was the focus of WoW. And a lot of people, if not the majority of people, are not doing that content to those level where they are living for those kind of gaming experience or gaming modes. And they fucked up the not more. What is it called? That thing where that roguelike thing, Torghast. They fucked that up. It sounded good on paper, but they fucked it up. In my humble opinion, it's not fun. I get so bored that I'm headbutt banging my table when I'm playing Torghast. It's that boring for me. So yeah, that's where it is. Just a little update with my WoW thing, Meduski. I should upload some more, but like I said, my tech channel has kind of taken a lot of effort and a lot of brain power. If like the one brain cell I do have that working, and it's just more of my interest nowadays. I still game, but I'm not that big into gaming as I used to. It's more technology and operating systems, coding, scripting and stuff like that my passion is for, beside gaming. So if you're interested in that, look at it. It should be in my recommendations somewhere. But anyway, the video of the year. See you all later. Bye bye.